guys, what's up? Sir Gian again here. So welcome to our number system lecture series. So in this episode of our lecture series, we're going to discuss how to convert a hexadecimal number going back to the decimal number. So the lecture will be delivered in Filipino English to further assist the learners or the Filipino learners to grasp the knowledge efficiency. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay. So suppose we need to convert the decimal number back to the decimal number. So let's just take all of our solve examples that are already converted to hexadecimal so that we can just verify. Okay, so what if we have the number or our answer 3b3 here, base 16, and we need to convert back to 10. Okay, the tedious method would be 3 times 16 raised to 0 plus, what's b? 11 times 16 raised to squared plus 3 times 16 raised to cube. Wow! Another difficult solution. Okay. So sabi ko nga, ayoko kayong pahirapan. Tuturuan ko kayo ng mas madali. So anong mas madaling approach? Just like with what we did with binary and octal, gagamit ulit tayo ng principle of doubling. So magdo-doubling ulit tayo dito. So paano yun? So we'll just write this ng pa-vertical ulit. So, pero keep in mind, yung mga hexadecimal number, dapat i-convert mo siya into a decimal counterpart. So that will be 3. B is 11. And then 3. And then plus, plus, plus ulit. And then, yung ano natin, base natin, 16, 16, 16. Then times, times, times. This would be 0. Ulit by default. All right. So now, 0 times 16 is 0 plus 3. So this is 3. 3 times 16 plus 11. So that is equal to 59. 59 times 16 plus 3. So that is 947. And that is now our decimal conversion. So i-try natin dun sa mga iba pa nating examples. So let's try B5. So B is 11 and then 5 plus 16, 16 times. By default, this is 0. Okay, so 11 times 16 plus 5. So short. So mathematical trick, you simply add this 2 and then lagay mo sa gitna. So that is 176 plus 5. So that is equal to 181 base 10. And we now have the answer. So nakalimutan kong ilagay yung conversion dito. So ganun lang kasimple natin sinosolve itong mga ito. And eventually, let's try in our third and last example. Okay, so A35. So A35, so ang gagawin natin? So we write it here. So A is 10, then we have 3, and then we have 5. Plus, plus, plus. So 16, 16, and 16. By default, that is 0. Okay. So 0 times 16, 0 times 10, plus 10, so that is 10. Then bring it here. 10 times 16 plus 3, so that's equal to 163. So 163 times 16 plus 5, so that is now equal to 2613 base 10. And we got the final answer. So klaro ba lahat yon? Malamang. Okay, so hope you learned something new sa mga pinakita ko ngayon. So that concludes this episode of this lecture series, and I hope you learned something new. And if you're having a hard time learning the process in solving these problems, you may repeat the lecture video again and again until you can finally learn how it is done. And if in case you have questions that cannot be answered by just replaying the video, you can reach out to me to all my possible medium, and I'm also available synchronously during our class time. So happy learning! See you on the next lecture series. Perfect.